AskReddit. Teenagers of Reddit. What was the worst ever rejection you have experienced or witnessed? I had a girl in my middle school class that I liked. I tried talking to her, but being in middle school it's hard AF. We're all in line trying to get in the classroom, and I was standing behind her. I was just staring at the back of her head a foot away from her, IWAA trying to get in class. She was just turning her head, and I guess caught me staring at her head by the way. She made a disgusted face and said OMG you're such a creep in front of everyone in the hall. Some other girls and guys started getting in on that joke. For almost half a year people would purposely run or look away from my direction laughing. So I cold and talked to them in the halls. It was miserable. During high school homecoming season, my friend decided to ask this girl to the dance, despite not really knowing each other that well. Few days prior to the event, he dressed up in a suit, brought rose flowers, and waited outside a class the girl was in. When she came out, she saw my friend with bunch of random people forming a curious crowd all laughing and excited to see what would happen. She covered her face and ran away, ignoring my friend's desperate act of trying to stop her. It got super awkward after that, and my friend looked devastated. On the homecoming though, he came by himself and took over the stage with mad dance moves. He was very unique and fun guy. I once did a musical where the final two people, one was a freshman dude and the other was a senior girl, were bowing at the end. After they both bowed, the guy asked for everyone to stop clapping for a moment, to which he turned to the senior and said, I felt a connection with you this whole time. Will you be the belle to my beast? And I kid you not, the whole audience was silent except for the senior's boyfriend laughing in the front row. She calmly walked off stage and the director broke the news to him that she was already seeing someone. That was the last show he did with us I think. And myself and others still joke with the senior sending her texts like, will you be the belle to my beast? Not currently a teenager, but when I was one I was in a game of spin the bottle with my crush and a bunch of other people at a birthday party. We played several rounds, and when my spin landed on my crush she just got up and said let's play something else. During high school homecoming season, my friend decided to ask this girl to the dance, despite not really knowing each other that well. Few days prior to the event, he dressed up in a suit, brought rose flowers, and waited outside a class the girl was in. When she came out, she saw my friend with bunch of random people forming a curious crowd all laughing and excited to see what would happen. She covered her face and ran away, ignoring my friend's desperate act of trying to stop her. It got super awkward after that, and my friend looked devastated. On the homecoming though, he came by himself and took over the stage with mad dance moves. He was very unique and fun guy. My friend asked a girl out once at lunch. She was with her friend. With you? Who then laughed. Worst part is our table got dismissed last, so he just sat there all red-faced. I didn't know what to say so just talked about movies. I had pooped my pants when I was about 6. I was always given shit for this incident. It eventually died out, but it still happens sometimes. So anyway I really liked a girl for 3 years. Finally asked her out when I was about 14. She didn't say anything, just turned and went away. 2 days later everyone in school knew that poop man asked her out. I was called that till I left school. I took a good looking girl to a high school dance. She ran into some guy she never thought I'd see again after he'd moved, and then they hung out, and she ignored me. I shrugged and hung out with my friends. I hope she got home okay, because I was her ride. She grew up stunning, but whatever. I went away for spring break my freshman year, and was unreachable by my friends for a full 10 days. During that time, one of my friends had a birthday party. When I came back to school, everyone was acting weird around me, but especially my best friend. She was standoffish and weirdly quiet, and I was confused as hell as to why she'd be like that. Eventually someone else in the group broke and told me what happened. See, I had a big crush on my best friend all through middle school. In high school, I was starting to accept that she wasn't interested in me, and like most teenagers, I'd written some pretty overwrought diary entries about it. Unbeknownst to me, my other closest friend had a big crush on me. She was jealous. I should note here, we are all women. I'm not a dude in a two girl love triangle in this scenario here, and she decided to torpedo any chance I had. She got a hold of my diary entries about my crush, made copies, and then read them out loud at the party while I was out of town. Not only did I get obliquely rejected by my best friend, but my whole group got weird as hell around me for a few solid weeks. Eventually, being kids, we all got over it. We're all in our 30s now, and I'm still friends with both women. Well, it was some years ago, when I was young and dumb, but I told a boy that I had a crush on him, and the rejection was totally okay. But a day later I found out that he told the whole class and everyone was making fun of it. I got calls from some boys from my class and texts saying that it's him, and he would miss me, etc. It even got that far that some stranger from a different school texted me something like, "Are you seriously that much into blank?" Fun times. I don't think you should meet my parents. They don't even know we're dating yet. We're dating,